All right, welcome to Crown Council Live. We are back from the annual event. Hey, Greg, how are you?
Woohoo! Yeah, we are.
Yeah, last week's live stream, I thought it was going to be fun to report live from the Austin Ballroom. It was so loud, I couldn't even hear, I haven't gone back and watched how the live stream went last week, but it was probably terrible. I was just walking around check-in, uh, showing, we were only live for like 5 minutes because I couldn't hear a thing. So anyway, it's good to
Hey,
be back.
party on. Hey, turn around so everybody can see the back of your shirt.
Well, I'm wearing my event t-shirt, my happy to do it. It says happy to do it on the front. And then on the back, it says
Crown
Crown
Council
Council
event team.
team.
Da 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 da
I
da.
actually didn't even wear this. I wore a suit that day, so never been worn before. But we're going to spend the day today reporting on what a great opportunity the annual event was, how fun it was to be with everyone. We are going to just review some of the fun things that happened, some pictures, and go over next year's annual event. So, bit of a history here, right, Gregor? A bit of a recap of all the fun things that happened at the
Hey, it
annual
was a
event. So,
great week.
it was
And
good.
it is so fun to see people that, even though you've talked to them, during the year, to put your eyes on them and
Yeah.
hug them, and it's just wonderful.
The annual event of the Crown Council has been going on for the last 29 years. The first two or three were not really an annual event, Gregor. They were more of just an annual gathering before it really turned into a meeting. And from there, every year, the last weekend of January, we gather all of the Crown Council members and their teams at the most undental dental meeting that you have ever been a part of. So this is an amazing opportunity to kick your year off by motivating, training, taking your team on a camping experience, providing them with some out of the box thinking when it comes to presenters and awards, recognition, lunch and learns, all of the things that a team would need to kickstart their year from a training, motivation, and goal setting system. And not only that, like Greg just said, it is the community coming together to help each other. So a lot of fun opportunities to see old friends, meet new friends, mastermind with people from across the country who are like-minded. It is the power of being together in a live setting that really makes the annual event so fun and so meaningful. Gregor, how would you describe the annual event? Why is it that it's something we do?
Well, at the first of the annual event, for some years, I have said that our goal as a team when we organize the annual event is to provide an experience, not a meeting, but an experience at the first of every year that is a kickoff, a motivation for the team for the entire year, and that the things that we put together, all of the things that we do, the activities and the things from the stage, are designed to teach so that everyone there learns something. We hope it's something new, but we would learn something and to feel something, and then to leave motivated to go and do something different than you did last year. That's
Absolutely.
its purpose. And I always hope that it achieves that end.
Yeah. And we do spend an incredible amount of time and effort from this office planning and preparing the annual event experience for each of the teams. We take a lot of pride in creating something special, something different, a real experience for you and your team when you arrive. Everything from the theme of the meeting to the check-in materials to the lunch and learns that we plan with the resource partners to the presenters that we pick. You know, years ago we started doing a thing where a presenter gets up, and then when they sit down, Steve comes up and shares a 30-minute, 45-minute team exercise that helps you apply that presenter to your office and what you can do with the information that's been shared when you go home. An incredible experience. So we loved being together in Austin. We've already set out and mapped out 2025 in Frisco, Texas. We'll share a little bit about that when we finish up or wrap up this broadcast. But from the outset, if we use this video again to talk about the annual event, I would share a couple more things. One, you should attend. Two, you should attend with your team. There is excellent opportunity for you to put this on your calendar and be looking towards something very, very fun and exciting for your team to do at the outset of the year. You should bring your spouse and you should participate in this activity all in. That is my experience. I always host the young dentists who come for their first time to the annual event, and we'll show some pictures. But every time I say, hey, on Friday night, everybody's going to dress up. So this year we did a 50s dinner. So we were celebrating the 50th annual event, or $50 millionth donated to Smiles for Life. And sometimes the young dentists don't believe me that people are really going to show up to a dental meeting dressed up in like a costume. And I always remind them and say, if you do not dress up, you will be the odd man out. You are going to, when people come to the annual event, they go all in for this experience. So very fun.
Everybody did great too. I
Yes.
mean, you were maybe a little less conspicuous this year if you didn't go all in on the 50s, but I mean, if last year you didn't wear your pajamas.
No, white.
Oh, white was last year, and pajamas the year before that. It is a little more out there.
All 30 annual events are just molding. They're just morphing
They
together.
just all come together.
Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to walk through some of our favorite memories. We have a professional photographer who has joined us every year for the last 8 years. So as you can see here, this is our portal going all the way back to 2016 in Salt Lake City, Nashville 2017, San Antonio 2018, Vegas 2019. We actually snuck in an annual event in 2020 before the pandemic hit, but then we had to do virtual 2021, back in Dallas 2022, Salt Lake City last year, and then here we are. And when you click on these are all available to Crown Council members. It opens up these really fun professional pictures. So I'm going to click on Thursday. If you have not experienced a Crown Council check-in, Gregor, I think last year we tried to change the name of what Thursday was, because check-in just is a terrible description of what is taking place at the annual event.
Yeah, I don't remember what we called it.
I think we call it like the meeting experience,
pre-meeting experience or something.
Experience.
It is an experience.
Yeah. So if you've never been to the annual event, let me just walk through a little bit about what we do. We try to create a space where Crown Council members can come and really enjoy being with each other. This is time set aside to meet new Crown Council members, to meet the TOPS team, our resource partners. This picture right here is just a fun way to describe what check-in looks like for everybody. We are there chatting, talking, being together, and you're going to get people dressed like bananas at the check-in experience. So as you can see, we have a really fun picture area that teams can participate in. Gregor, do you want to talk about this for a minute?
Well, aside from the jackass jokes, there were a couple of donkeys. And the Art of Dental Marketing folks. Are you going to put mine up? Yes, this was on social media, and I have received a number of very kind remarks.
3 jackasses?
What
kind of stuff?
Yeah, it was pretty good. The interesting part was that everybody wanted their picture taken.
They were so cute.
Little donkeys.
Yep, very fun.
They were so cute. They were there all day. I will say they got a little smelly towards about 6 o'clock. But
they did.
We had live music going on all day. And they're Austin.
Yeah, we had different local bands that came and performed for us.
Yeah, the music, the number of people, the amount of talent that it was in Austin was amazing.
I want to highlight just a few of the things that I think what make the Crown Council annual event special. And if you're watching with us, I hope you feel the same way. You've been to a lot of meetings. You've got a lot of pens, right? Just the time that was spent and the thought behind what would be an interesting, fun, beautiful thing for you to take home. These awesome Crown Council pens that were provided. Everywhere from the bags that we hope people keep and love to the resource partners that are there providing. I mean, we had Curve who provided these incredible water bottles. Like those are some of the nicest water bottles I've ever seen anywhere. I'm not just like a dental meeting, uh, just a really nice solution to providing water. Okay, we did this. This was a lot of fun. This was Rachel's idea for all those Taylor Swift fans. We sent out bead making kits to everybody attending and asked them to come prepared to share their bracelets with people. And so we had a little bead making station set up for all day Thursday. If you didn't bring a bracelet or wanted to make them, this is the way that we hopefully opened the door for people to meet each other, to trade bracelets and just say, hey, cool bracelet. I made a bracelet for you. It was a lot of fun, Gregor. Anything about the bracelets you want to share?
Only that I met some people that I had never met before,
Yeah.
and I got some really sweet messages. Um, and a lot of them, oh, they're the sweatshirts. They're on the left. I was going to say a lot of them had to do with I'm a 10, you're awesome, or you're legendary. Everybody got to make their own sweatshirt
Yeah.
with one of those things on it. It was really fun. Um,
Really fun. Something different, instead of a cheap, gross, not gross, but I mean, sometimes those t-shirts you get at events are just a dime a dozen, and these crew necks were really nice, like really fun to get something different, something new. Okay, then you could move on and participate in a charitable part of check-in, something that was kind of fun. You could sit down, and as my is taking a bit of a time, so we had this station where you could stuff these little animals. We had stuffing that each team member could use to stuff them, and then these animals were being donated to a local charity. A really fun little project that teams
yeah, it
did.
was an Austin charity, Safe
Yeah,
Alliance, and and I mean I think we made like 500 of them.
yeah,
It
really
was
fun.
amazing.
Okay, cool. I'll just keep scrolling down if we see anything that is fun to stop at. Okay, we've got a lot of these. Keep Keep
Keep Austin
Austin
weird.
weird pictures. It got weird, I'll be honest. Some weird pictures, but this is what is fun about being at the annual event with teams who come back repeatedly is uh, they feel that they can do stuff like this together, that it's fun to be together and participate in a dental meeting where, yeah, be weird, have fun, make an experience for your team, put on a cone head. Why not? Dress in a
Yoda.
cone head. Yoda. Get your picture with the donkey, dress up like a cone head. Very fun. Oh, or a lobster. Is that a Is that a someone's dressed as a pickle with lobster hands? It's a pickle. Yep.
Oh,
It's as
oh.
weird as it gets right there. All right, I'll scroll through these kind of fast. Unless you see one you want to stop on, Gregor. Very funny. Look at this guy. Peter Young. So fun to have him. I asked about his son, where he was getting his professional implant CE credit. So he wasn't with us this year, but Peter, he was awesome to be with this.
You know, the most interesting thing about the check-in experience or whatever we call
Hmm.
it is that people came and stayed.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
all day long, it was just a great big giant um, enjoyable time where you could meet and greet and get to see people that you hadn't seen for a year. And that's one reason to go there and do that is that it is an opportunity to connect with people when the meeting itself that's on Thursday and Friday that is maybe a little more intense um, is going on. Ah, there's the wishing tree.
Yeah, so we had another experience at check-in, a wishing tree. You could write your wish or dream for 2024 and then hang it on this oak tree. A really fun activity sponsored by Tops. The Total Patient Service team sponsored this and took care of everybody all day. I love that. Very cool. So great. A really fun part of check-in was to kind of sit down and say, before we come to the meeting, what do I want to do with our team and this neat wishing tree? This great man here is Dr. Perry Kest. He's been to probably all of the Crown
He has been
Council
to 29.
29 annual events, one of the original Crown Council members, and absolutely he travels by himself, and it is an incredible effort for Perry to be with us. And a big shout out to Perry for joining the Crown Council annual event every year. What an awesome thing he does to make that part of his year. All right, so check-in experience was so fun. If you are planning on coming to the annual event in 2025, there is always something that happens on Thursday as an experience for you and your team. We don't have it planned yet, but our pattern is to provide a space for you as you and your team arrive at the annual event to associate and be with people and connect with our community. So very fun.
Hey, and it's fun for us. You know, we get to talk and meet with people that we don't get to see for a year. So
Yeah.
very fun.
All right, I am going to move on and we can share just a few of our favorite things that happened on Friday, some speaker highlights. We're not going to go, let's just go
Are we
here.
going for Elvis?
Well,
All
Elvis
right.
is at the end of the day,
All
so
right,
we
Elvis is in the house.
won't quite get to him. Uh, but the annual event ballroom is always full of electricity. The Crown Council members are taught that we give standing ovations before the speaker speaks to get the energy moving. I heard a great presenter tell the audience that there actually aren't any great presenters on earth. There's only great audiences. And those audiences are what make the presenter work and be so great. So this is kind of how our ballroom looks. You know, year after year, about 1,000 people that participate with us each year, and the same. Hopefully, everybody can see these pictures. But really, fun electric group, teams and spouses join us. Our first presenter was Amy Purdy. I'm not going to go into what she talks about, but I will tell you that over the next year, we are going to edit and create some powerful team meetings with the speakers that were with us at the annual event. You can see Amy's ankles. They're not quite like what you would expect. She had her legs amputated below her knees as a 21-year-old and told her story about that. She shared what she went through and what she experienced, what she's learned, advice to others facing challenges. And it was emotional. Like I was very moved. She had her family in the crowd and her husband. And she said that, you know, it doesn't happen often. And I think it really changed the tone of how she presented and just an incredible experience with her sharing on the Crown Council stage. Anything that stood out, Greg, to you from Amy when she was sharing?
You know, oftentimes when you have somebody that has been through a traumatic event and come out the other side, or somebody who has accomplished something that maybe everybody else hasn't, you kind of leave feeling, well, it doesn't apply to me because I can't relate to it. She made it relatable.
Yeah.
And she one of the finest we've ever had on our stage.
Yeah, really fun. And when she got off the stage, Eagle U was there to greet her. So Taylor Lowe and Steve, Eagle U, that is our youth run program to get to help kids get a 7-year head start on their careers. Presented to Amy a scholarship that she can give to any of her to anyone that she knows to attend Eagle U. And it was really moving, really touching. She runs her own charity for disabled athletes that I assume she'll use that scholarship for to send them to Eagle U. I love this picture. Look at Steve's bracelets. It's one of my favorites. Steve wore these bracelets.
He
Oh,
was
he was
all in.
all in with bracelets. It's one of my most favorite things of the week was watching him participate with bracelets. So really fun. I don't know what people will think when they see that don't know the bracelet story, but really fun. All right, we'll keep moving through. Here's some of our total patient service team. Pam Peterson, Chris Taconis came on stage to do a little skit about how to interact with our awesome resource partners who are there. Greg, do you want to explain resource partners at the annual event and what it's like?
Yeah, we really strive to have the resource partners viewed as who they are, which are members of the Crown Council that offer something of value to the membership. This is a group picture of them from Friday morning. And each of them came with some value added idea that costs no money, that if you went to their table out there in the pre-function area, they would share with you. And almost to the last man, they or woman, they are just a delight,
Yeah.
and really, really did an outstanding job. They did a great job with their lunch and learns this year, and we had plenty of breaks and opportunities for you to go visit with them. And we published an event guide that has all the information about who they are and what they do, so that you could pick and choose who you might find some value in visiting with.
Very cool. All right, I'll scroll through some of these pictures, teams and doctors that went and met with Amy Purdy. These two were part of my Young Dentist program, which was fun. Young Dentist program here. So first time attendees to the annual event, which was fun to see. Eagle U sponsored these photos with Amy and these teams. Really fun for them to meet the speaker and just spend a few minutes with her. These are awesome. All right, very cool. I'll scroll down the rest of Friday. So that was our first speaker Friday. We had a little break. And after our break, out we came to hand out money for some social media contests. So there's always little contests and cash giveaways at the annual event to spice it up, make it fun. Matt Smith for posting to his social accounts gets a $50 bill. So we always do that. The next thing we did is we asked Crown Council members to submit team members and stories of people in their practices who are legendary. And we shared their legendary stories out with the Crown Council. Legendary service, legendary examples, legendary leadership. Sinette Beltran from Dr. Dorfman's office was the first. And followed by how many more, Greg, did we have? 6 more legend stories that we
Yep.
shared?
Seven,
Yep.
seven total.
Yeah. We highlighted our mastermind moderators. So if you belong to a mastermind group, these are the moderators inside Crown Council who take care of those mastermind groups and plan what they talk about and share as a group. So fun to recognize this awesome group, that growing group. Our regular fly fishermen here. I was going to show the video, but I think we'll pass on that. So our Rivers for Hope program, which is a Smiles for Life fundraising opportunity to go to Yellowstone and be with other Crown Council members for 5 days fly fishing in Yellowstone. It's run by Dr. Jared Tyre, and then all the money that they raise is donated to Smiles for Life and the humanitarian trips. So
Sold it out. We sold
yeah,
that
sold
out.
out.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's full. Got a waiting list.
The ballroom launched for Smiles for Life 2024. Always a fun sight to come back and see the new color for Smiles for Life, pink. And we launched a few new things for Smiles for Life this year.
Who's that?
He's some bozo reading the teleprompter. But we can go over them right now. If you don't know, Smiles for Life 2024 is underway. The marketing boxes have been shipped. You can get yours now. There are 2 opportunities that are new this year. We have talked repeatedly on this live stream about WellPlace, helping you order supplies for your practice and saving you considerable amounts of money. And they are willing to donate some of the money that they save you to your Smiles for Life contributions. We also have Preview. It's a new resource partner that offers a software where patients can see what their smile would look like when it was whitened before they whiten it. It's a great sales tool and communication platform for patients. So those will both be included this year with Smiles for Life. Ooh, some dancing. Crown
Oh,
Council
Drew
dance.
up there,
Yep, Drew, down Crown Council dance party.
making everybody up on their feet after lunch. Wake them up.
That's fun. Look at the crown. Look at them. They're dancing. Look at Ron. Very fun. More cash giveaway. Susan then did another legendary award, a really fun story about a longtime employee, Shelley Norton, who had a tragic annual event last year where her husband passed away, and then she came back to work, was going to retire, and man, came back to work, and what an example she is to her team. Paul Cook, a doctor, a longtime doctor in Crown Council, came up with Brent Pinnell from Control Alt Protect, and Rachel shared their legendary story, how these two met, how Brent saved Paul's business from cyber attack from North Korea hackers, and then in turn, Paul Cook did Brent's smile and helped him with some sleep challenges, and Brent has lost over 70 pounds in the last year just from adjusting his sleep and his airway. So really fun to honor these two guys, two friends at the annual event as legendary awards. So, all right, Greg, are we moving right along? All right, should we go through
Yeah,
our
I
new
see the
new
Smiles
Hall of
for Life Hall
Famers?
of Fame.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
want to talk about that?
Oh, we have a thing we do every year where we induct into the Smiles for Life Hall of Fame every practice that reaches the $100,000 mark of total contributions to the Smiles for Life Foundation. And then we recognize every $100,000 contribution after that. So 200,000, 300,000. I think I think Ed White reached the $600,000 mark, and then of course Mortensen Dental Partners are in a little class of their own. At Jared Tire this year,
Mark
that
Marion,
just fabulous.
Friendly Dental, Gina
Gina,
McCrae, Lightwave Dental,
Lightwave 200,000 this year. Three
Alaska
hundred
Premier.
thousand for our friends at Alaska Premier.
2.2,750,000. That's
Yeah,
fun.
and Dawn Brucher there. She is the motor that makes that thing run.
Very cool. All right. Our next presenter that we had, we can recap just real short. We will present some powerful team meetings throughout the year from Emily Gregory. A lot of incredible content about how to have a crucial conversation with anybody from home or to your office, how to begin that conversation, why they're important, strategies for having those crucial conversations, and having tough talks with people who need them. It was really fun to have Emily on the stage, and hopefully we can have her back in a few years to share more. A lot of content there
Yeah,
for teams to
she just got
digest.
warmed up.
Yeah. Some of our resource partners, I won't zoom in on them, but a lot of incredible partners that showed up. And like Greg said earlier, not a vendor hall. This is an opportunity for them to really mingle with Crown Council members and be together. So big shout out to our Cardio Miracle team who drove from Utah all the way to Austin with over $30,000 worth of Cardio Miracle to give away. I don't know. I don't know if that's smart or commendable, but either way, a lot of effort from that team. They brought 8 people with them to be at the annual event, so really fun. All right, we had our 50s night, our celebration night. Asked everyone to dress up in their 50s outfit to celebrate $50 million of total giving to the Smiles for Life Whitening campaign. We had these really fun Smiles for Life Letterman's jackets made. Trevor. So really fun to see everyone's outfits. I'll scroll through these fast. Well, I'll go back and show some of them. We'll click on the good ones, but the effort that the Crown Council members went through for
Oh
some
my
of these
God, how
costumes
about
is
these guys?
unbelievable. Like, look at this team. Look at Ben Gar's team. So fun.
Hey, wait.
Oh, you want me to go
They
back?
gave me peanuts.
Yes, they were handing
They were
out
handing
peanuts.
out peanuts.
There's our only one of our only Crown Council qualified team members. Really fun to have her still attending. Look at this team.
The Pink Ladies.
Yeah, pink ladies. All right, I'll scroll back here and click on some of the fun ones. The Angwins, we'll highlight them at the end, but really fun to have them. We haven't seen them for a year or so at the annual event, so really cool to have them there. If you see any, Gregor, you want me to stop at, some of these are just so good. I know the one I'm going to stop at if I see him with Rydell High. This guy dressed up. And I know this skirt was custom made. She was making it in her room, like finishing it before we got
A
there.
poodle skirt.
The Thompsons. Oh, what about this one of Piper? This is so good. I'm telling you, everybody went all
Great
in here.
sports.
Yeah,
Everybody.
very good. Um, well, I didn't see him, our Rydell High guy. Maybe he's coming down. So we had a house band that was really fun. And then we set the ballroom up as a diner, so little eating stations that everybody went to eat as though they were in the Crown Council's 50 diner. Really fun. Out comes our Elvis impersonator, and this guy was, I mean,
He was off the hook, man.
he was talk about being all in. This guy.
You got any pictures of him going into the crowd?
Yes, yes. I mean, I know you got to embody being Elvis, but this guy, he thought he was him, man. He thought he was the king. Really fun. Okay, my favorite image of the entire annual event. The Tops team rushing the stage for Elvis. So fun. I talked to Susan about it and she was like, I've always wanted to rush the stage for Elvis. So she did it. Really funny. All right, then we did our Smiles for Life recognition night.
Hey, there's
Rec
the GB.
Yeah, recognizing the $50,000 or recognizing $10,000 and more contributions from Crown Council teams. Greg did a short introduction to what Smiles for Life Whitening is, some of the real key team players from the beginning, and it was fun to walk through recognizing and seeing how many people have gone into raising $50 million for Smiles for Life. We had a second Elvis on stage. Really fun to have Patriot Paws, one of the local charities that Smiles for Life gives to. They train these cute little dogs for help for disabled veterans. Dr. Karen Williamson's office donates to Patriot Paws, and so fun to have them there on stage and see where some of the money from Smiles for Life goes to. So really fun. All right, then we had our confetti cannons. So every time an office would come out, we'd present them, say their name, and then the confetti cannon would blast. It was kind of a mess, but at the
Hey,
same
it
time,
was awesome. It was great.
very fun. Really a fun thing. We recognized 36 different practices, each giving over 10,000 and some giving as much as $40,000 to Smiles for Life from whitening patients' teeth. So really fun. Jeff got into it. Cute Weston Spencer brought his little daughter there. She was so fun to have on stage a few times. That was a fun experience. But a great night, if you're setting goals for next year's Smiles for Life campaign, what a fun way to recognize your team. Over 10,000 get recognized on the stage. We gave each participant in the team, you can see everybody got these letter jackets, and just a lot of fun. Elvis came back and it got rowdy. It got
Off the
weird.
hook.
It got weird down in the front of the stage. Wait, look at this. Look at look at her face. This is so funny. Look.
Oh my gosh.
So Elvis came down. He was taking pictures with everybody, singing. Rachel was panicking in the back. but all good. Very fun. Fun
Yeah, when it
Friday.
was over, he asked for any video we might have had
Oh,
of
he
that
did.
experience. Yeah, I think I think maybe that might have been his first run down into the audience.
Oh man, that was funny. All right,
We're a great audience.
uh, I'm gonna move through a Saturday just to talking about what happened Saturday. Hopefully you're still with us. If you went to the annual event, some fun pictures and some fun memories. We got obviously back together for our first presenter who's going to be on the stage, Sean Aker. Um, talked,
Fabulous,
yeah,
fabulous.
talked all about the journey one has in life to figure out how to find happiness in the journey rather than at the ending. Really a lot of content. I've never heard a presenter speak so fast. And it was just so fun to have him on the stage. He's one of the most famous and downloaded TED Talks that's ever been produced. And his content was just incredible. Gregor, anything you
I
took?
told you I want to listen to that at half speed.
It was an interesting
Wow.
teaching style, but yeah, really
He
good.
gave a 1 hour, he gave a 2 hour talk in an hour.
Yeah. We did some more legendary awards, an opportunity to recognize a whole team as being legendary, which was fun to do. We gave away these cute little legend eagles and legend hats. So,
Dr. Zarabi and Dr. Mansour,
yep.
Rodeo Dental came out in the um, Fortune magazine in number 13 of emerging businesses with great ideas.
Yeah, really fun. All right, we released the information for next year's annual event about midway through Saturday, and had almost 700 people sign up for an event that they know nothing about next year, which is always an incredible thing for people planning meetings. To know that the people of the Crown Council sign up for a meeting only knowing the date and location and nothing about it. So the meeting will sell out next year in 2025. We're going to go to Frisco, Texas. What a fun way to announce it from the stage, and then people can come into the back, get a little gift, our Born from Fire book, and then they sign up right there for next year. So um, really
With
fun.
cash. There were cash in the books.
Yeah. I saw people getting the cash. The doctors were stowing that cash away before
They were pulling it out
they
before
could
they gave it to the team members.
take. Yes. Okay, then Steve had a great afternoon. As you can see, he's wearing an I'm a Pepper t-shirt. His presentation focused on 100-year-old companies from Texas, one of them being Dr. Pepper, how they have survived, what they've done to change, to innovate, and things that practices can do in a similar way to build a legendary practice. So really fun. We talked about Acme Brick, talked about Dr. Pepper, Justin Boots. We talked about the
HEB,
HEB, yep. The which if you're not from Texas, you don't even know what it is, but it's a giant it's a grocery store that just owns Texas. Now I've forgotten which ones we've talked about. What did I say?
do you
Dr.
want to sing the
Pepper.
jingle? I'm a pepper.
Pepper,
Yeah.
you're a pepper.
Yeah,
Uh,
they couldn't get it out of my head for a
oh,
week.
Bluebell ice cream we also
Oh,
talked about.
Bluebell.
So
Yes.
anyway, very fun. Steve did an incredible job of applying the knowledge to the membership and to offices. So really fun. All right, then we had our boots and bling night. We asked everybody to kind of dress up in their fun cowboy attire, Texas style. I won't go through all the pictures, but here's our team. Really fun to see everybody get a little more formal and dress up for the annual event night. It's always a fun thing, a black tie to dress up and get ready for the annual event awards night. This is where we honor Crown Council members, their achievements in our Members' Choice Awards. Um, just a great way. Not a lot of places in dentistry where you can be recognized for your accomplishments as a dentist or as a team member. So really fun. A lot of great outfits. A lot of great boots and bling. I'm not from Texas. I don't really know what that means, but really fun. All right, I'll scroll down. We can highlight some of the awards, Gregor, but here we are at our Texas, what do we want to call it? Like our desk, our
It
Texas
was supposed to
desk, our
be
announcing
the Longhorn
Longhorn
Cafe.
Cafe. Okay.
Longhorn
And
Cafe.
and then Steve brought in this 2-ton Longhorn that
That was
stood.
a large animal, man.
He stood on the side of the ballroom, and everybody that wanted to went and got their pictures with this beast. He was huge.
I asked Steve where he was going to stand, and he said anywhere they told him.
That was fun. We had the Texas Tenors come out and perform, a really fun group from America's Got Talent. They took second place a couple years ago, and they were in our entertainment. And as they did entertainment Saturday night, we also mixed in our awards program. These awards, if you've never experienced the Crown Council Awards program, these are nominated people from your teams. And then the Crown Council members vote on who the award winner should be. So peer chosen, really fun way to honor the Crown Council membership. Our team member of the year here. And each of them has a fun story that we share as to why they're the award winner and what they've done that others can learn from. Uh, Dr. Massey with our legendary Outstanding Individual Achievement Award.
A couple of guys from his mastermind group.
Yep, Mastermind
Rick
Group.
and Peter, yeah.
Yeah, and Rick Hagstrom, Steve called him Yeehaw, Texas, which I like that. All right. I wanted to sit here for just a minute. Every year we recognize our qualified membership. These are members of the Crown Council who they are required to do 8 very specific things throughout the year to become a qualified member. Everything from a doing good strategy, to having a financial strategy, to having a multiple planning sessions with their lab. The things that we have found over the years as the Crown Council that offices need to be doing to be their most successful and to create a culture of success. So these are our first year qualified members, and then we recognize each additional year until they've done it for 5 years, which makes them a lifetime qualified member. Best doctor to work for, Lindell Hemet.
Yeah, we had his wife present it, and that was a surprise.
That was
to him.
awesome. We had our resource partner of the year, Lane Anderson, who through his marketing efforts have helped Crown Council members earn over $400 million. Yeah.
Yep, that's the right number.
Seems like a pretty good number. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that picture. That's awesome.
These are our more qualified members. We recognized our Young Dentist of the Year. This is a young dentist, 1 to 5 years out of dental school, who has exemplified what it means to be a Crown Council member. So Dr. Alex Harris.
Certainly worthy of that.
Yeah. We recognize for an outstanding individual achievement, Deb Ham from Dr. Dennis Wells' office. Really fun to hear her story and how special she's been to that community and to her practice. Our lifetime qualified members paraded down our red carpet, which is always kind of fun to get high fives from all the old lifetime qualified members and be recognized for their achievements. Team of the year, Friendly Dentistry.
Friendly Dentistry.
They weren't very excited.
Yeah,
And that should be the end of our oh, we did our humanitarian of the year, Chuck Skinner. You've heard the story a few times on the live stream of Chuck being the leader of this group that had to be rescued from Guatemala. I don't know about rescued, if that's the right word, but he certainly helped lead the charge when it came to finding helicopters and getting the group out of Guatemala at the humanitarian trip. So really fun to see Chuck probably one of the biggest, strongest dudes in the group, be so emotional about being recognized. Really fun. Texas Tenors came out. They finished the night with a few songs, and we said goodbye. See you in Frisco. Does that paint a good picture of what the annual event's like if you're still watching with us?
I'll say it does.
So really fun. There's a lot of audio visual production that goes into it that we haven't shared, that you kind of have to be there to enjoy. But the annual event is something that you need to put on your calendar, February 6th through the 8th of 2025 in Frisco. The meeting obviously will sell out, so we'd love to help you get signed up now. There's a $100 discount that's available for all Crown Council members who sign up for our early bird registration. So sign up now, and if you have any questions, ask me and Greg. Gregor, what else? What else do we say about the annual event?
It is, well, of course we plan it, but it is a must experience if you want to get your year off to a great start. It is just inspirational, not just the messages, but the people that are there just are invigorating.
Yeah.
And I would agree with you. Having your team there, or a good part of your team there, gives you an opportunity to use that information for months and months and months of content to help keep your team motivated through the year.
Cool. All righty, Gregor. Well, that's it for today. I am working on getting all of these award winners and legendary winners lined up to be part of our live stream, so you can hear their stories. You can hear about why we recognized them at the annual event, and hopefully we can share more about what happened there and some of this incredible community. You know, that is why we do the live stream, is to connect you to the community of the Crown Council, to hear their stories and learn about what is happening around the Crown Council that you might not know about. So we're working on that. I have a huge list I put together this morning of all the practices we recognized at the annual event. So coming soon.
Great job, Stu. You did a great job.
That was
All that
fun.
video that you produce, awesome.
Well, it's only sad to watch the video knowing that as every second passes, gone forever. We'll never watch it again. So
We should tell you that outside of my door, I have reset the countdown clock.
We actually have more than a year.
Yep. We have 372 days till we are together again.
Very cool. All righty. Thanks for hanging on. Hopefully you've enjoyed hearing us talk this whole time and seeing some of the fun things that happen at the annual event. We hope you'll join us in the future. So thanks so much. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you next
Stu.
week. Yep.
Bye.